What is up YouTube, James Baek here. Welcome back to another episode of VGC 2019 Baek Battles. Today we're using this Xerneas Lunala team once again. Toxicroak, Xerneas, Kartana, Crobat, Hitmontop, and Lunala. This team did really well in the last episode. It is a brand new Battle Spot season however, so we are starting a little bit fresher. We'll see how this team can do, and hopefully we can climb up to back where we were. But yeah, it's been a while since I actually used this last team. The videos have been all over the place, and that's mainly because I've been trying to get ready for Brazil. Like, there's been stuff that I've had to do. There's been other personal stuff in my life. There's also the midterms in school. There's like just a bunch of stuff that I've had to do. So videos have been kind of crazy. I haven't really played much with this team. I've been mainly any Pokemon practice I've been doing has been my teams that I've been experimenting with for Brazil. So I played a few games, gotten a little bit rusty, but I think that I'm understanding how to play some matchups better. We'll see how that goes though. Again, 175 likes is that like goal for this video and all the other episodes we use this team, because if we do hit it within the final episode being uploaded, 2 weeks of the final episode being uploaded, we will have a QR code of this team, so should be pretty fun nonetheless. Let's get started and play some games. So yeah, I am a little bit rusty with this team, and when I built this team in the first place, I never expected to have 3 psychic weaknesses. I didn't actually notice that during the team building process. And what the heck is this team? It looks really cool, but like, what the heck is this? Tyranitar, Excadrill, Milotic, Amoonguss. It looks like VGC 2015 or 2018 with Garatina Origin and Necrozma. This is a really cool looking team. Looks really weak to Kartana though, and Hitmontop. I'm bringing my Kartana and Hitmontop for sure. I'm bringing Lunala, and I'm thinking Xerneas. I kind of want to just lead Kartana plus my Xerneas right away. The reason I want to do that is just because I want to figure out the speeds of my opponent. Like, I want to figure out the speed of that Tyranitar, if it's Scarf or not. I think I'm just going to lead Kartana, Xerneas, plus Lunala Hitmontop in the back. This is kind of a weird thing because the Shadow Shield's going to be broken by Sand, which is like, you know, something you don't really expect. We saw like a few Tyranitars in the beginning of the format, but I don't think I've seen a Tyranitar as of late. I saw it in like the first few weeks, but ooh, let's see how this goes. Definitely an interesting, unique team, and you can't judge a team based on rating alone, so we'll be interested to see. We're gonna see Necrozma Amoonguss lead. Okay. I led what, Kartana plus Xerneas? Yeah, Xerneas is not in the cleanest spot here. That's for sure. I mean, my opponent can't touch the Kartana right now unless you have special moves. I kind of wish I led Lunala now, but I really want to figure out the abilities. I don't want to activate a weakness policy on my opponent. Do I just knock off the Amoonguss and protect? Because that might be my safest option, because I want to get Lunala in with Side Shock pressure later in the game. Even if you set up Trick Room, it's not that bad, because I don't think much benefits in Trick Room. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. What if it's in a Power Fire Amoonguss? Hitting Power Fire Amoonguss could be scary. Knock off the Amoonguss, figure out its item. It's a Rocky Helmet set, which actually breaks my Sash, which is pretty bad. A Spore and a Trick Room. I could have just went for the substitute. Alright, that caught me way off guard, but still not the end of the world. We can go for damage into this Necrozma slot with Sacred Sword, just keep chipping it down. And I think Kartana is still the way to go to win this game, because as long as my opponent doesn't have a way to touch Kartana for much damage, I should be good. I'll just intimidate the Necrozma and just Sacred Sword it for some decent damage, because Sacred Sword should still do a good amount. I kind of wish I threw off a substitute turn 1, because that would have been amazing for me. Now I'm going to be paying the price. We'll see if it's a Sunsteel Strike Spore combination. We'll see if it's actually hitting Power Fire Amoonguss. Just a Spore, which is fine. I do lose Fake Out pressure, and if I do get Eject Button out, that's pretty bad, but I mean, hey, that's not the worst, I guess. It's just Sunsteel Strike, okay. Whew. I wonder if the Tyranitar's Choice Scarf or not. I don't think it's Choice Scarf based on how my opponent set up Trick Room immediately. Wow, that still did a lot to my Hitmontop. Jeez. bring out the Xerneas, or do I bring out, yeah, I bring out Xerneas to protect, stall out a turn. And then how much damage am I going to do to Necrozma? I guess that's the question. How much Sacred Sword does? Not much. Like, not at all. But a Sacred Sword and a knockoff, I think, should finish it. I'm going to protect Xerneas here and just Sacred Sword and Necrozma. Because you're not doing anything to card. Like, your damage output against card seems very limited. Unless you actually have a special move. Spore, once again. I'll switch on him on top of the following turn, I think. Photon Guys in the card. Yeah. That should still be physical. Yeah, so it's not doing too much. Nice. And I feel like knockoff should finish it off. Let me think. Knockoff, it'd be 97.5 base power, doubled. And then you have the 75% reduction. Yeah, I think it should still finish it off. And I think I'll go for a knockoff. The only thing I'm worried about is, does it increase the special attack of Necrozma after 2 Intimidates? Because of how Photon Guys mechanics work. Because if -2 Necrozma has a higher special attack stat than its physical attack stat, it's going to turn into a special move. It's going to hit on my, it's going to use Necrozma. Oh no, wait, it still hits on the physical defense spectrum. It just uses the special attack stat of Necrozma. Okay, so that really shouldn't matter. We're going to see this switch out from... Ooh, nice Milotic play from my opponent, anticipating my Hitmontop switch. I mean, I haven't been playing very obvious in this game, but I feel like when I'm down this much right now, I think, and I have very limited options, I think this is the way that I have to do it. I should get a Beast Boost though, and then I still don't see how my opponent beats Kartana realistically, so I think I should still be fine regardless. Photon Guys are going to come out. Is that into... No, just my Kartana once again. Wait, does it actually hit on the special defense side? Did I just forget how the mechanic works? I will get a knockoff in the Necrozma, does knock it out, which is good. You don't have Tyranitar plus Excadrill, so what do you have that can actually outspeed my Kartana? I do get a Beast Boost, which will allow me to knock out the Milotic, which is really good. I guess depends on the Giratina set now, huh? Because you could have Tailwind, and you could Tailwind on the last turn, and here comes the Giratina. Oh boy. I think we just let Hitmontop go down and just close combat. Yeah. Shadow Force luckily won't break my Kartana's luckily won't break my Kartana's protect this turn. Like, Tailwind's the only thing I'm really worried about. Do you have Tailwind? Shadow Force does come out. Hitmontop's still asleep. I'm hoping you knock out the Hitmontop slot. Oh, it's an Icy Wind. Okay. I guess next turn I just go out in a Xerneas and I Leaf Blade to Milotic. Unless it's Choice Scarf Milotic, I should be fine here. I might as well just save Hitmontop just for the Intimidate and as a sack for later. So I don't get locked into Specs attack with Lunala. Yeah. Because even if you protect Milotic, I could switch. I get a free switch in because you knock out my Kartana. I get a free switch into Lunala, and I get to click Moongeist Beam plus Moonblast, which should do a lot of damage to my opponent. We're going to see a nice retreat from my opponent into the Amoonguss, which is completely okay by me. That was a really nice switch on my opponent's end. But, I mean, I'm accepting that. A Leaf Blade. We know it's not Pyapa Berry on the Amoonguss, so I can just freely Psyshock, and unless Giratina has another Ghost move that can hit Lunala immediately for a bunch of damage, Giratina won't be able to knock me out. So we'll just go my Lunala here, and we'll click Geomancy, and we'll click Substitute. No, we click Geomancy, we click Psyshock. Yeah. No drawback to it. So we'll Psyshock, we'll Geomancy. Yeah, we should be good against this team. I guess the only question is, do you have Haze on the Milotic? But even if you have Haze, I think I'll be okay. Really depends on the Giratina. I guess if Amoonguss protects, Giratina has Shadow. Well, there's no protect from Amoonguss. If it had like Shadow Ball and a Shadow Sneak or something like that, but that's like so obscure. We do knock out the Amoonguss with Psyshock, which is really good, and we will see a Geomancy come out, and that sounds like the beginning of the end for my opponent. Yeah, because I just don't see how you're breaking through this right now. And I'm gonna switch out my Lunala. Do I switch out my Lunala and Hitmontop if we go for Shadow Force? Or do I just double up to my Milotic slot? I feel like I just Moonblast on my Milotic and switch into Hitmontop because you're... What if you're Miracle? Well, if you're Miracle, that's fine, I think. Oh, jeez. There's still like there are still a lot of win cons. I also don't know if I Moonblast procs a barrier or not on my Milotic. It might. And I think just going Hitmontop here and substituting might be the play. I will go for that play because I don't want to run into a Miracle strategy. And if you have Haze, that's fine. Even if I lost my Geomancy, like, as long as I have Lunala next to Xerneas, like, my opponent can't do too much to me. Moonblast should knock out Giratina since I max special attack on these Xerneas, and I should outspeed probably. So we'll see what my opponent decides to do here. It's just an Icy Wind, which is okay. Does that get rid of my Hitmontop? So Shadow Force procs into the... Okay, nice. You're definitely Shadow Forcing the Hitmontop slot. Nice. That's good. Oh, it's in the Xerneas. I took one sleep turn with Hitmontop. I might as well just attempt to fake out the Milotic and Moonblast the Giratina slot, because it looks like if Milotic had either Haze or like Miracle, I think it would have went for it already. I might as well just try to get rid of the Giratina so I can just keep pressuring the Milotic with double attacks from my Xerneas plus my Lunala at this point. Because my opponent's not going to survive those double up combinations. So we'll see how this goes. Like, I'm just trying to make sure, unless there's like an end game I'm missing, nothing should really screw me over at this point. Hitmontop takes the second turn to sleep, which is fine. We will knock out Giratina, can't hold an item, and I don't think you're living plus 2 Moonblast. It takes so much investment to live neutral. Yeah. And it's modest max special attack on these Xerneas here. Scald, that's fine. Nice, no burn, and I wonder if Helping Hand Moonblast gets the Milotic at this range. Well, probably it does, right? It's Xerneas, unless it's Assault Vest Milotic. Stays asleep, no big deal. Because I think Hitmontop's guaranteed to wake up next turn, even if I lose Xerneas to like a Scald at +2, and I do get the special attack decrease, so it gets increased. Like, I'd get a Helping Hand Moongeist Beam in my Milotic and KO. And if you're gonna Icy Wind, Xerneas just cleans up anyway. Yeah, there's nothing my opponent can really do. I wonder if I trick Specs into the Milotic. Probably not. Because well, Moonblast is just gonna win the game anyway. But yeah, just try to avoid any potential endgame where it involved Miracle. Because Miracle was probably like the one way that I could have been screwed over. I think that was like the only way I could have been screwed over. We'll go for Psyshock, we'll go for Moonblast. Really obscure team. Some throwbacks from VGC 2018, but it was actually pretty scary. My opponent was playing decently well with the team, so yeah. Luckily we were able to pull through. We saw weakness policy on these Necrozma 2 on Dustmane, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it does seem like it would work. The only problem is like, well, you have 2 Kyogre switch-ins, and you have Tyranitar to lower the damage. Oh, actually, no, you have a Moongeist, Giratina, and Milotic as switch-ins. So I guess you're not too weak to Kyogre. Yeah, it's an interesting team. I've been looking into the concept of Tyranitar in this format. It was like interesting when Lunala was like really popular in the beginning. I'm not sure how much it now though, because Tornadus with Rain Dance, you have Xerneas, you have Kyogre, you have Kartana coming back really strong now. I'm just not sure how good it is in the format right now, but it's definitely something that I was looking at. We got David from Italy as our next opponent with kind of a similar team to ours. We're still seeing the Lunala plus the Xerneas. Oh boy, I don't like the mirror. I don't even like my Xerneas in the mirror. Let's see, what do I like? I like Kartana, I like Crobat, I like Hitmontop, and I like Lunala. Am I really... Well, my opponent's team is kind of passive too, but he got offensive options. I got more defensive options. I kind of want to just go Hitmontop plus Lunala right off the bat. I do get a lot of pressure with Fake Out and Helping Hand. Do I bring Crobat? Because I'm liking Crobat in this matchup. I just don't know if I bring Xerneas or not. Because Xerneas, in theory, sounds really good against my opponent's team. But I'm guessing it's Roaron and Incineroar. Yeah, I don't really like it too much. I think I'm just going to go Hitmontop Lunala with Kartana and Crobat in the back. I think Kartana's really good if I can get it set up properly. If I can get rid of like Incineroar, for instance. And yeah, I think Crobat's necessary so I can shut down that Xerneas so Kartana can have a bit of an easier time. Because if I prevent Xerneas from setting up, knock out Incineroar, like, my Kartana has a really fun time, especially under Tailwind. So we'll see how this goes. This is definitely, I don't like mirrors. I really don't. Especially, I think my tools are kind of weaker in this matchup. My opponent has better tools. We're going to see Xerneas plus Amoonguss. Okay. Against Hitmontop and Lunala. I mean, I'm actually really surprised about that lead because it's very Crobat weak. I have Wide Guard as an option. Do I Helping Hand Psyshock? I'm not sure if that knocks out Amoonguss. I would assume it does. I feel like it misses the Payapa Berry Amoonguss barely. Do I Fake Out Psyshock? I kind of want to get Crobat in. You definitely brought in Incineroar as your check. You know what? I want to go Crobat here. And I want to just go for the Psyshock. I should have led Crobat Lunala now that I think about it, because there's nothing really my opponent could punish that combination. I guess Tapu Koko was something I was worrying about, yeah. But Crobat would have just been able to click Super Fang plus Psyshock turn 1, which would have been really good for me. We're just going to see Amoonguss Protect, so we're just going to see Xerneas set up. That's okay with me. Yeah, I get to Haze next turn. I can even Tailwind. I don't even have to Haze. So that works out fine. I'm actually really surprised my opponent led this in front of a Crobat. I don't think he set up this early against a Crobat, especially when I'm probably bringing it in this matchup. We do Psyshock and Amoonguss. I think maybe it was more optimal to Psyshock the Xerneas, but I could have seen the player protect Xerneas and just go for a Spore attempt, especially if we were Payapa Berry, because you have room for that option. I think I'm just going to Tailwind because I can Haze later in the game. And the question is, does Amoonguss switch on Incineroar, or does it not? I kind of just want damage on the Xerneas, realistically, to put in range of Smart Strike. We're going to see Gleam come out, which is okay. Not going to do too much. And yeah, I'm fine with not knocking out Amoonguss right off the bat, because getting a Tailwind off is pretty good, and we get to go for Psyshock. I guess I could have also Super Fang plus Psyshock too, but then again, my opponent would have got a free switch, and so I guess it's okay. We'll go for Haze here. And Psyshock again? I mean, we're going to take a guaranteed turn to sleep. The only thing is I'm losing Lunala at this point, I think, because you're just going to keep Moonblasting my Lunala slot. But I think Kartana can clean up this game if I play it right. So Haze here. Rage Powder. Interesting decision. Haze. It is Timid Xerneas, we did confirm earlier. Moonblast is going to come out. Should be targeting my Lunala slot. Oh, and a Crobat. Okay. That does some big damage, actually. If you're focusing on the Crobat, that kind of helps me more. I'm going to taunt the Amoonguss and just go for the Psyshock into the Xerneas slot. Yeah, I might as well. I could have also done it the other way, but again, I think Incineroar is a very okay switch in here for my opponent if you have that option. I just want to get Kartana in safely. Like, once I get Kartana in safely, I think I get to have a lot of fun. And yeah, I don't want you trying to Spore my Lunala if you target down the Crobat again, so Lunala still stays asleep. Have we Sped Tie? No, I have Tailwind up. Never mind. I thought we were Speed Tying. I'm like, what? Moonblast in the Lunala this time. Special attack drop's annoying, but that's not the worst. Can't spore after the taunt. Super Fang. I could technically haze away the special attack drop, but I don't see Lunala living another turn. Or maybe it does. Because you can't Rage Powder, you're probably just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam here. I'm just going to go for the Super Fang and the Amoonguss because I get damage on it. Like at this point, like I'm looking at a endgame where I can win with my Kartana because Super Fang will put the Incineroar in range with Sacred Sword. So we'll see how this goes. Because that's a endgame I'm looking at right now, but I like Lunala to wake up. Did they tell you sleep turns for Lunala? Did they tell? I think they tell you sleep turns. I should have looked it up. Because how many turns has this been? I think we're guaranteed to wake up here. We're gonna see Amoonguss retreat Incineroar. Perfect. Hit this Super Fang and I get to click Sacred Sword in the following turn, which is really good. Or I get to click Close Combat. There's so many options that I have. Xerneas just gonna protect, which is fine too. Super Fang. Yeah, that works out for me. Lunala stays asleep. We're guaranteed to wake up with Lunala, and we're guaranteed a Tailwind. I think I just Tailwind here. I was thinking, is there a way I could save Lunala? I don't think there is, though. I'm probably losing both my Pokemon. I gotta think about how this endgame is gonna turn out. I was thinking of going Hitmontop, but my eject button screws me over because then I'd still lose a Pokemon. Actually, if you're going for Gleam, I think I could save my Lunala cheekily. Let's go for a Tailwind here, and let's swap out a Hitmontop because I know you're Gleam. Either you Gleam or you Moonblast. Let's find out here. Go Hitmontop. Get the Intimidate off into the Incineroar and the Xerneas. We get Tailwind up guaranteed. You can't stop me. I don't know if you Dazzling Gleam or you Moonblast. I think you just Moonblast here. Yeah, you just Moonblast. I don't mind losing Hitmontop though. I think what's more important is my Lunala, so I'll take that Moonblast. And I'll take the Knockout Crobat if I must. Or if you're U-turning again, that's fine. Oh, that works. Amoonguss coming out? If it's Amoonguss, I'm going Kartana, and then I'm clicking Haze Sacred Sword into the Amoonguss slot, if I can. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, actually. Because I think what your play is to switch out Amoonguss into the Incineroar and protect Xerneas. Because I think that makes a lot of sense. Amoonguss can't do anything in its position. So you know what? I'm going to make that play. I don't want to activate a Berry on the Incineroar. I really don't think Xerneas would attack here. If anything, you would probably switch out the Xerneas into Incineroar at the worst case scenario. But I'm pretty sure you have to make the Incineroar play here. Maybe try to activate your Berry. Like, that's what I'm thinking you're trying to do here. Or you get Fake Out Pressure so you can draw off a Moonblast and a Kartana. Like, that's what I'm thinking for my opponent. And if I can knock out the Incineroar again, I have a really fun time with Kartana. Nice. Please show me Incineroar. Hey, we got it. Yep, that's what I wanted. Hopefully Xerneas protects, and that's the best position I could ask for. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Let's see. Nice. Nice. We got it. We got it. That's exactly the position I wanted because we get the Haze off, get rid of this Intimidate from the Incineroar. Because I think, like, Amoonguss does nothing for your board position, which is the main reason why I want to make that play. Like, the two options you have is switch out the Amoonguss or switch out the Xerneas. But I feel like if you switch out the Xerneas, if you switch out the Amoonguss, you get better board position because you have two things that can actually do damage, while Amoonguss doesn't really do much. It's just sitting there. So that works out beautifully. Because now I'm at neutral, my opponent can't really do much. I get to draw off a Super Fang into my opponent, whether it's Amoonguss, and Amoonguss is coming out. I could just taunt the Amoonguss. Yeah, I'll just taunt the Amoonguss, and I'm definitely going to go for Leaf Blade into the Xerneas. My best attack, plus hits everything except Kartana, and you break Shaoxia. Well, it's my only move that can knock out the Xerneas at this range, just what I'm just going to say. Yeah, and again, Amoonguss can't really do anything. We'll just taunt it here. I guess it could grass not break my sash. Yeah, it could grass not break my sash. But that's really it. Or I could attempt to sport a Crobat, but that's not going to help. We're going to see the switch out into Lunala. So basically, this game should be sealed up for me unless it is like a hidden power fire or foul play from the Amoonguss, because now I get to knock off the Lunala the following turn, and there's not really a way you can maneuver, especially if it specs Lunala on this team. If it has Protect, I guess you can maneuver technically, but if you're not knocking out Cortana, that's still really good for me. We'll just Super Fang here. Or did Tailwind expire? Still have a turn of Tailwind. We'll Super Fang and we'll knock off. Because even if you go Xerneas and Protect, I mean, I'm still going to knock off the Lunala anyway. I get Tailwind up and then you're still screwed at that point because you need 2 hits to knock out the Cortana, and I'm only allowing you to get 1. You would have to make, you would have to go Xerneas right now, and you would have to call a 50-50 of who I target between Xerneas and Lunala. Like, that's literally your out. That is literally your out if you're my opponent. We are going to see a Amoonguss switch into the Xerneas. Or do I allow my opponent to get a knockout? Ooh, it does have Protect. Okay. So I guess I kind of ran into that one. I wasn't exactly sure if Lunala carried Protect, but I guess it makes it interesting, this endgame. Because now my opponent's still in the game, but technically I just get Tailwind up, right? I think you're trying to bait me to target down the Lunala slot. How much do I lose? I mean, I might as well just Protect here, right? Yeah, I assume that. Amoonguss gonna come out, which is fine. It's really okay for me. I'll just Protect Cortana and Tailwind here because at the worst, you have Tailwind on the Lunala, but I'm not sure if you really run Tailwind on these teams. We're gonna see Moonblast in the card, yeah. And now it's the same position of, yeah, because you're not sporing the Crobat. I've always taunted. I might as well just go Lunala because Lunala's guaranteed to wake up, and I'll just Leaf Blade the Xerneas slot. Yeah. Yeah, this is the position I wanted. I'm guessing the Amoonguss doesn't have Grass Knot, because if it had Grass Knot, it would have went for it a long time ago. Like, my position is now perfect here. I knew I should have just Leaf Bladed the Xerneas because it would have just won me the game. But I think this mode is a little bit safer. It would have only came down to if my opponent had the Tailwind Lunala. I'm not sure if you go for the Tailwind because that's a bit risky. We're going to see the Amoonguss retreat. We're probably seeing Lunala back in, which is fine. Yeah, because I get to click Moongeist Beam. Yeah, that really doesn't matter now. I'm guaranteed to wake up with Lunala this turn. I'm pretty sure we took 3 turns of sleep, unless I miscounted horribly. Oh, it doesn't show you sleep turns? I thought it did. Okay. Well, we just go for the Moongeist Beam into the Xerneas slot, and we go for the knockoff into the Lunala slot, because I think if anything, you're going to switch out into Amoonguss with your Xerneas slot. And probably Protect with Lunala, but I can't really risk Lunala's hacking here, and Moongeist Beam should still be like a 2 KO on the Amoonguss regardless. And you don't even protect your Lunala, so knockoff just knocks out the Lunala. We'll find out its item. What kind of item are you? Electric Seed. Okay, makes sense. You have a Tapu Koko. We do get our attack boost. We were guaranteed to wake up there. Moongeist Beam will come out into Amoonguss, and if it was a 2-shot on Amoonguss, like 100% game over. Like there's no way my opponent could have came back. And yeah, Specs Lunala, it looked like it was a guaranteed 2 KO. There's no play that my opponent could have benefited from. You can't Rage Powder away the threat. There was literally no out at that point. So nice, we are able to pick up a win, which is really nice here. As we can go for the Moongeist Beam into Amoonguss, we'll go for the Leaf Blade into the Xerneas, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent. So I think overall it was, as I said, Lunala and Cortana were the big important mons. I'm really glad I was able to sack my Hitmontop to keep Lunala, because if I had Hitmontop as my last Pokemon, this game could have went quite differently. Because I wouldn't have had that offensive pressure with Lunala plus Cortana next to each other, which I was kind of looking for, if possible. And yeah, I'm really glad that the Hitmontop sack worked out. So knock out the Xerneas, knock out the Amoonguss, that is going to be a good game. And yeah, I did go a little bit aggressive there, but I felt like, you know, I already explained the thought process of why I thought Amoonguss was going to switch out. Because even if you switch out your Xerneas into the Incineroar slot, you might not proc your Berry, and you might still be in Sacred Sword range if I had Smart Strike, for instance. So yeah, I'm not sure if he would do that and risk that. And also, again, your Amoonguss was still not doing anything. So that's the main reason I went for that play. If my opponent went for Moonblast aggressively, I guess that could have been a different story. But then again, would you risk that because would you risk that? Because if I just Leaf Blade, it pretty much denies the point of Incineroar coming in. I guess you get a free switch into Lunala, but then your Incineroar is still in range of Sacred Sword afterward because I'm at neutral attack. But hope you enjoyed today's episode of VGC 2019 Back to Baek Battles. If you did enjoy, please leave a like down below, shows your support. Again, 175 likes is the like goal for this video and all the other episodes using this team. And if we do hit it within 2 weeks of the final episode being uploaded, we will have a QR code of this team. Otherwise, you can check out my social media down below. I haven't been that active recently because of all the stuff with Brazil, school, personal life, etc. Hoping to get back on track after Brazil is finished. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. As always, feel free to leave a comment down below as I do read them. You can check out my other stuff down below in the description. And that's pretty much it. Have a great day, people. Until we battle again, I'll catch y'all later.